Green Door Gourmet. Green Door Gourmet has a bunch of recipes, and there are some recipes for apples, I'm just going to say, and I've already known they're for sweet and savory and all sorts of stuff in between, but I'm confused about apples.
Don't be confused. Let me help you.
You going to help me? Okay, tell me. Tell me.
All right, so there are a number of different varieties of apples that are traditional southern apple varieties. And we've got some of the most well-known ones, from having our traditional Granny Smith, which is the best cooking apple. It's a firm apple. It doesn't lose its shape when you're cooking. It will hold as a slice. It's not quite as sweet, so you can put some sugar with it. You didn't become overly sweet for that. So your Granny Smith.
And they're not as much, I don't love a Granny Smith to just pick up and bite into, because they're a little sour. There's your sour apple, but they're perfect for baking. I love it.
And then we're moving on down. We have the traditional eating apple, the Gala.
They're my favorite. They're my favorite. I love a Gala apple.
And you know, the kids always gravitate toward a red apple. It's just great. If you can give a kid a healthy snack, I'm all for it. So we love these. When you see the apples that still have the leaves attached, then you know that it is local and it is a good fresh apple.
So you have local apples.
Yes, all these are local. Every single one of these is a local apple.
Who knew? Okay, the Gala apples too are really great dipped in peanut butter. That's another that has your protein in it for your kids that want a snack and they don't like a lot of things. They like PBJ. This is a nice alternative to the PBJ.
Absolutely, save that bread. All of these apples also go deliciously along with sparkling wine and a little bit of brie. And so with Amber Falls, they do a nice sparkling, and it's delicious with cheese and apple and brie. It goes so nice with that. It has a little green apple essence to it.
For the adults, not for the kids.
No,
I'm just kidding.
That does not go in the sippy cup for the kids. All right, then we have Rome Beauty. This is another really good eating apple, but because it's kind of variegated and how it looks, some people are a little afraid of it. They're like, will it not ripen all the way? No, it's supposed to have the molting or the stripe to it. And then we have Mutsu.
I've never heard of a Mutsu apple.
So Mutsu was a hybrid between a Golden Delicious and a Granny Smith. It was first started in Japan, and it is a fantastic apple. If you cannot find a Granny Smith and you want one that's a little bit nicer texture for eating but still has some tartness to it, Mutsu is the way to go.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
We both like dogs, right? So
Yeah.
you'll remember it. It's a Mutsu.
I love it. A Mutsu apple, yes.
Old-fashioned variety, the wine sap. This is the best applesauce apple, in my opinion. They're a good cooking apple, but they do kind of fall apart a little bit more than, say, the Granny Smith would. It has a delicious flavor. Wine sap is your applesauce or your dried apple for making a stack cake or something like that. You can use your dried apple for that. And then
do you use an air fryer to dry apples or a dehydrator?
You can use a dehydrator. You can use just about anything. Growing up, old screen door up on cinder blocks with another screen door on top of it. Lay out all your apples when it wasn't going to rain. Dry your apples.
I love it. I would say you can get it for free right now on Facebook Marketplace. I'm just saying, if people are getting rid of old screen doors, you can click them off real good, and then
no rust. But other than
that's it. Who knew? A do-it-yourself dehydrator. I love it.
If you have a gas oven, your pilot light in your oven will keep your oven at about 110. If you put these on a sheet pan and don't have any liquid at all in there, leave them overnight, maybe overnight into the next morning. A lot of times you'll come out with a pretty good dried apple just from leaving it in the overnight gas oven without turning it on, just with the pilot light.
I love it.
I hydrate peppers that way a lot.
See, that's so important to be able to make food last a little bit longer, because it won't always be apple season in Tennessee.
No.
So, but saving them as a dried apple, it's a great snack. You can cook with it. Oh, I love it. And what about these?
And then this is the John Gold, which is also another, as a good cooking apple. Again, not as firm as the Mutsu, which is not as firm as the Granny Smith, but a lot of people like to use this as a cooking apple. It's my favorite salad apple because it's sweet and it's crunchy and it holds up really nice to that. So I don't have to have a super sweet dressing for that particular thing, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty color. It shows up nice in a salad that already has something green and red leaves of the lettuce in that. So it's
I love it. I just had a Waldorf salad the other day with my apples and walnuts. It is walnut season as well, so got my apples, my walnuts, and I used some rotisserie chicken and some spinach and some dark leaves. Oh my lordy, it was so good. A little balsamic vinaigrette worked really great with that.
Oh yes. And just don't make it quite as sweet as you would if you were using, say, another kind of apple. You're going to let this be the sweet that would come out in that.
So delicious, whether you're cooking them, having them as salad, or I love the wine and cheese plate this time of year. That's also really good before a holiday meal to have a wine and cheese plate set up.
Or after, when you're like, I know I want dessert, but I had lunch at 1 o'clock, and so I'm going to have dessert as my supper at about 5:30, but I want just a little something sweet. So I always try to have a little cheese plate out with some fresh fruit, and let that be my dessert course number 1.
I
Before
love it.
the dessert course number 2, 3, or 5.
I'm Brenda Fielder. At Mid-South Exteriors, our custom sunrooms bring the sunshine in without all the heat and the bugs. And they keep you warm all winter while you enjoy the outdoors all year round. They add real value because we build them like your house to match your house. Or let us save you energy by replacing your windows and old siding. And because we have no retail overhead, we come to you and sell direct to you for less. Call us at 833-8003 or visit us at
South Exteriors.
When you enter the farm market at Green Door Gourmet, it's a magical place where you can find things that you don't find just anywhere else. Let's take a look at some of their organic heirloom seeds, things that you might not have seen since your grandma planted a garden. It's a lovely place, and they make great gifts too. And you can mail them, and it's really, really easy to make someone smile with something from Green Door Gourmet. Let's take a look at what it looks like if you go down the salad dressing aisle. Can you imagine Terrapin Ridge bacon tomato ranch dressing, or the ginger miso dressing? Or let's take a look at some of the spreads like raspberry honey and yummy things like pecan honey mustard. There are so many interesting consumables that make wonderful gifts and at the same time make yummies for yourself, including some of the things to replace your mayo. Imagine pesto aioli, or what about Nicoletto's? Oh, Nicoletto's pasta is so good, and it's made right here in Nashville. It is so yummy, and there's such a difference in something made here, organically, right here at home, as compared to something that you just get mass-produced and brought here. These are so wonderful, along with the wonderful sauces that they have. Take a look at pastas that are so delicious with a farm-to-fork kind of attitude, along with the produce and all of the wonderful farming meats that you can get at Green Door Gourmet. It's just a wonderful place to visit. And their mixes, you just can't go wrong. And how about all the different kinds of sauces? Yeah, your mama, she got you covered. At Green Door Gourmet, everything is just a little bit more delicious than you can even imagine. And it will make you want to go back to your kitchen again, back to cooking again. And if you don't know how to make something, or you don't know how to use something, there is Blessing, and she works in the store at Green Door Gourmet, and she'll be glad to help you. Remember, if you want to find a blessing, you gotta first be one. And go to the store at Green Door Gourmet. It's an easy place to always find a blessing, and always find a great gift, and always find something delicious.
80% of us will experience back or neck pain during our lifetime. Many of you are offered surgery or addictive pain pills to relieve your chronic pain. At the Dr. Gill's Center for Back, Neck, Chronic Pain Relief, we have been leading the way to better health, naturally, and have helped tens of thousands of people right here in Middle Tennessee for the past 30 years.
I came to Dr. Gill about 10 years ago after my local doctors recommended surgery. I knew about Dr. Gill and wanted to see if he could help me. 10 years later, I am pain-free, no surgery, and no pain pills.
Surgery is scary, and over 40% of all back surgeries fail, creating a cycle of surgery and pills. There is a safer solution to your chronic pain. Make the call to the Dr. Gill Center for Back, Neck, Chronic Pain Relief today and get your life back. This office visit is normally $299, but call today and receive your initial consultation, report of finding for just $49. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Call 615-768-8743. That's 615.
Here with the dries, you got some big news coming up.
That's right. Which
Yes.
news? Which
We
news
got
is
lots of fun news. We have an EP coming out on September 29th
Yep,
titled Raising Beers and Hallelujahs.
28 days now.
Yeah, super pumped, super pumped. These songs mean so much to us. The EP represents joy, where you come from, roots,
Yeah.
and just
Living it up
country
and
music.
living it easy.
Yeah.
Well, you also are on the road with one of my favorite people.
We love Jody Messina. That kind of happened organically, and
It did.
it's just been so much fun. I mean, our first show was in April in Texas, and we have dates through October, and couldn't be a better first tour for us, right?
It's been a blast. Yeah, I mean, it's spread out through all the rest of the year. So, and then we start our Christmas tour after that. Is that the next announcement?
Yeah.
Did you get that? Cool, cool.
See,
I'm just
love
checking the
this.
boxes.
I love a good segue. I love a good
Love
segue.
it. She's so good
Yeah.
at it.
So, and then Christmas. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Hey, it's coming.
Yeah, we have our first headlining Christmas tour, and it starts December 2nd, actually in Franklin, Tennessee,
right.
at the Franklin Theater. And we have dates in Birmingham, Atlanta, Virginia.
Yep, yep.
Super excited. We're going to bring the band along, bring a little country into some Christmas.
Cannot wait, y'all.
I love it. And where can people find you online?
Thedries.com, I would say.
Yep.
They can just, that's the portal to everything else, I suppose.
Anywhere, just type in the Dries.
Yep, yep.
Y'all get a little rowdy, okay? Y'all got this? Alright, because I'm getting y'all on camera. Here we go. God is good. All the time. And all the time. God is good. If you got a reason to be thankful, then say thank you like we would.
We love y'all. We'll see you around. 1, 2, 3. Raising beers and hallelujahs. Ain't good to be alive. Yes, we're all here. Gonna raise the spirit up. 'Cause God is good all the time. God is good all the time.
This morning, on behalf of the City of Gallatin, the Gallatin City Council, and the employees of the City of Gallatin, I thank you for being with us this morning. Your presence here today perpetuates the nationwide promise that was made 22 years ago, to never forget. My sincere appreciation to our Gallatin Fire Department who presents this amazing ceremony each year to honor their fallen brothers and sisters and the families and friends who lost their loved ones. If you've never been with us before, I think you'll leave today with pride and appreciation and respect for our first responders, for our country, and for each other. As we remember that day when so many lives were lost and our country was forever changed, it's still unreal to most of us that so much evil exists in our world. We may feel helpless, but if we continue to remember those who lost their lives, tell the stories of those lives, and honor and support those who still survive, we're not. We're not helpless if we strive always to stand united as a nation under God, working and praying for our beloved country to stand so strong that it cannot be destroyed, and it will remain always as the beacon of good and love and hope in our world. This day reminds us that those who step forward when tragedy strikes are always in danger, and that they deserve our gratitude and our admiration always. My hope is that those who remember this day appreciate those who serve on the front lines, that we value our own lives, that we know and we share our country's history, and finally, that we cherish our United States of America. May this day always be a day of honor and remembrance and service. May it always be one that pays tribute to our emergency responders and the sacrifices that they make. And may it always reinvigorate our commitment to the unity and pride in country that was so evident in the days after September 11th. I ask that you say a prayer today for the survivors of those lost and those who still suffer, and for those who put themselves in harm's way each day to protect us, and also for the evil that seeks to destroy us. Specifically, that one day all will know that people must quit hating and hurting one another. As we continue to live our lives, may we honor those who didn't have the opportunity by committing ourselves to do better, to do more, to work each day to make a difference in this world, and to love one another. I wish peace and love for each of you today and all the days ahead. May God bless each person touched by September 11th and each of you here.
Present arms.
Jose, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Jose, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order arms.
Those things in our lives. We love you and praise you, Lord, because you care so much for us. In your most precious name we pray.
Y'all, I'm serious right now. They have a dragon here. I saw it.
Get out of here.
Come on, I'll show you.
Wait up.
Whoa! I told you so. That is a dragon.
Tired of hanging lights every year? We get it. That's why Southern Nights is here to help. We install programmable lighting on your home or business so you can enjoy beautiful, customizable lighting all year round. No more ladders, tangled lights, or cold nights outside. We do the work, you do the celebrating. Call Southern Nights today and take the hassle out of holiday lighting forever. For a free quote, give us a call at 931-241-3074 or visit our Facebook page at Southern Nights.
I've got 24 of them. That's a future teepee.
What?
That's a future teepee.
Are you going to make it for you?
Well, yeah.
High atop a ridge in Pegram, Tennessee, hit songwriter and woodworker Wood Newton shows off his handiwork. Piece by piece, this chair was put together. He made it with each cut of the wood. Osage orange. It has staying power. It's what the Native Americans used to make bows and arrows. And his wife, Gloria, is also an artist, and together they put together this patio of stones that they found. It fits together like a puzzle. But it wasn't an easy thing that they created. But boy, isn't it beautiful? Hit songs with Kenny Rogers and the Oak Ridge Boys. Yeah, he wrote the hit song Bobby Sue. And he finds beauty in some wood that nature kind of got started and he finished.
This is a piece of cherry that I took kind of a banana slice out of. And we made this together, Gloria. They had a thing called the exhibition. It was their fundraising thing where you make art out of plaster of Paris. But this is some of my work where I take the stones that I find and carve these figures. So
Out of stone?
yeah.
So wood and stone.
Oh yeah. Show you the underneath. See how it's put together?
Oh, wow.
And see, it's not even glued or anything. You can just knock it apart. This is like in the old West. They built furniture that you could knock apart and put in the stagecoach. So,
How does that make sense or what? That makes sense.
It goes down to B flat.
This is amazing.
And then.
And wood, what's the story on this piece of wood? Where'd you find this top? I know you rescue wood all the time.
Yeah, I can't even remember. It wasn't that big a deal about that particular piece. But here's the piece I do remember, because this mansion.
Okay, start the 200-year-old cherry tree. Where?
On Curtis Wood, by the governor's mansion.
And the tree fell down, or?
They knocked it down to build a McMansion. And instead of it being chipped up or put into firewood, I got 3 logs and I got 1,000 board feet.
Oh
and
my gosh, look at this beauty.
Let me show you the legs. I'm pretty proud. My brother is a woodworker, so let me show you. Those are like 5.5 by 5.5, things. And I did a mantle for my sister's house out in Little Rock. I built this from scratch, except for the legs. There is a company called tablelegs.com, and you
No
can
kidding.
buy any kind of leg you want. So this was made for exactly this, where you mortise the thing. Nice drawer over here if you want to come around. So I gotta keep Gloria happy. By the way, the chairs used to be in a restaurant. We bought those for $10 each, and we upholstered them ourselves. So.
How beautiful is this? And you got the whole set, reupholstered them yourselves. You're so artistic. And now your wife's artwork is everywhere.
Right.
Beautiful.
So.
And you build the frames?
Yeah, I have lumber, so I don't buy the framing.
Just make them all from scratch.
When the Black Lot Foundry burned, that was May, they bought what they called a pasture down where the 6th Street Foundry is today. In August, they poured the first casting in that new facility.
It's not that Black Lock or Lodge seasoned skillets for the last 120 years. For the most part, that was the consumer, that was you. And that's what the team here really tried to accelerate for you, the user, is by running it through our process 3 times. And actually, it is inspected 3 times to make sure that seasoning is perfect.
Why this line, this brand of cookware is so special. It's thinner than what our process has allowed us to do in the past.
There's a lot of reasons why lodges survive and other companies haven't. One of the secrets is you have a family that works together. The workers and the employees here are also part of the family.
Mid-South Exterior.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. When it comes to sunrooms and screen porches, we have more than 60 years experience helping Middle Tennesseans add value to their homes. At Mid-South Exteriors, we install all types of siding, from hardy board to all the new vinyl designs. We also do custom trim, gutters and downspouts. We even do roofing. And of course, energy-efficient replacement windows. Our website is our showroom, so we come to you and sell direct to you for less.
MidSouthExteriors.com.
I love it here at Green Door Gourmet. Doesn't it feel like home? Hey, if you're looking for a blessing, you gotta first
be one.